Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a poor but honest farmer named John. John worked hard every day, tending to his small farm. He had just enough to feed his family, but nothing more. Despite his struggles, John was always kind, helpful, and grateful for what little he had. One morning, while he was feeding his animals, John found something unusual in the barn. There, among his regular chickens, stood a beautiful, shimmering goose. This wasn't an ordinary goose. It had feathers that sparkled like gold in the sunlight. John was puzzled, but thought the goose had simply wandered into his farm. The next day, to his surprise, he found something even more incredible, a golden egg, sitting in the nest where the goose had slept. His eyes widened with disbelief as he held the egg, realizing it was solid gold. With this one egg, he could feed his family for a month. He thanked his lucky stars and ran to the market to sell the egg. Days passed, and every morning the goose laid another golden egg. The farmer sold each one and became wealthier and wealthier. Soon, he had more money than he ever imagined. But as his fortune grew, so did his greed. One day, while counting his piles of gold, John thought to himself, "Why should I wait for one egg every day? If this goose can lay golden eggs, surely there's a treasure of gold inside her. If I can get it all at once, I'll never have to work again." Blinded by his greed, the farmer grabbed a knife and hurried to the barn. He looked at the magical goose who had given him so much, and without hesitation, he cut her open, hoping to find a wealth of gold inside. But to his horror, there was nothing, no treasure, no gold, just the same insides as any ordinary goose. The magic was gone. The farmer had killed the very source of his fortune. Filled with regret, John sat in the barn, staring at the lifeless goose. He had been rich beyond his dreams, but his impatience and greed had taken everything away. Now he had nothing left, no golden eggs, no magical goose, and no hope of getting them back. From that day on, John realized the importance of patience and contentment. He learned that greed only leads to loss, and that true happiness comes from being grateful for what you have, no matter how small. And so, the farmer returned to his simple life, working hard and appreciating the little things. He may not have had the golden eggs anymore, but he had gained something far more valuable, a heart full of wisdom. Always be content with what you have. John would tell the villagers, for greed can take away everything, even the things you love most. And that was the story of the honest farmer and the golden egg, a lesson in patience, contentment, and the dangers of greed. Remember, kids, always appreciate the blessings you have, and don't let greed cloud your judgment. Sometimes, waiting for things is the best way to truly enjoy them.